Every master of reality operates on a hidden frequency. While the average person reacts to the storm, the strategist maps the wind. Most people believe that strategy is a checklist of clever moves designed to defeat an opponent. But true strategy is not about winning a war. It is about altering reality so profoundly that the conflict becomes unnecessary. The true strategist wins before the battle is ever fought. To understand this mindset, we have to look past the surface of things. Stop focusing solely on the entities and start looking at the relationships between them. The true leverage is never in the object itself. It is in the empty space between things. This brings us to the first pillar of the strategist's philosophy, absolute detachment. In ancient Japanese traditions, there is a concept known as mushin, which translates to no mind. It does not mean being thoughtless. It means possessing a mind that is not fixed on or occupied by any single emotion, judgment, or rigid plan. Most people fail because they fall in love with their plans rather than reality. When the environment changes, they cling to their old map, screaming at the mountain for being where it shouldn't be. The strategist views the world with cold, crystalline clarity. They do not wish the storm away, nor do they curse it. They simply calculate its velocity and adjust the sails. To think like a strategist, your ultimate allegiance must be to what is true, not to what makes you feel comfortable. The second pillar is the law of asymmetry. The amateur believes that to achieve a massive result, you must exert a massive amount of force. The strategist looks for the fulcrum. Think of Archimedes, who famously stated that given a long enough lever and a place to stand, he could move the entire earth. In your life, your career, and your conflicts, you must look for the point of maximum leverage, the single vulnerability or opportunity where a minor expenditure of energy yields an overwhelming shift in power. You do not win by matching an opponent force for force. You win by redirecting their own momentum against them, using the weight of the challenge itself to clear the path. The final and most crucial pillar is fluid adaptability. The legendary military theorist John Boyd created a framework known as the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, act. The secret to this framework isn't just going through the steps. It's looping through them faster and more accurately than your environment changes. The individual who can reorient themselves to reality the fastest always wins. This requires the fluidity of water. Water does not fight the rock. It flows around it. It takes the shape of whatever vessel holds it, yet it can carve through mountains over time. A rigid plan is a fragile plan. A fluid strategy is indestructible because it transforms obstacles into the new path forward. Ultimately, the philosophy of a strategist is a masterclass in humility. It is the realization that you cannot dictate the universe, but you can absolutely master your position within it. Stop reacting to the immediate noise. Step back, look at the entire board, find the hidden leverage points, and move with absolute clarity. That is how you stop playing the game and start rewriting the rules. Rewriting the rules requires a profound shift in how you view time. The amateur measures progress in days and weeks, constantly demanding immediate feedback and burning out when results delay. The strategist measures in seasons, decades, and generations. They understand the principle of the long horizon. When you extend your timeline, your relationship with anxiety completely transforms. An obstacle that feels catastrophic on a 24-hour scale becomes a minor ripple on a 10-year trajectory. By stretching your perspective, you gain the rarest strategic commodity: patience. Patience is not passive waiting. It is active positioning. It is the art of placing yourself where the future must eventually arrive, then letting the momentum of time do the heavy lifting for you. This leads to the ultimate paradox of the strategist. True power is silent. Sun Tzu noted that the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. When your strategy is flawless, it looks like luck to the untrained eye. There are no dramatic confrontations, no shouting matches, and no cinematic showdowns. Instead, the environment simply conforms to your design. You do not force doors open. You quietly assemble the key. By the time others realize what you have built, the outcome is already a structural certainty. You become invisible not by hiding, but by becoming so deeply aligned with the natural flow of reality that your actions leave no friction. To embody this philosophy is to move past the desire for validation. The strategist does not care who gets the credit, because the strategist is playing an entirely different game. While others compete for status, applause, and temporary victories, you are quietly constructing the infrastructure of the future. You become the quiet architect of your own destiny, working in the calm of the present to illuminate the reality of tomorrow. Step off the chaotic surface of the world, descend into the quiet depths of systemic thinking, and allow your long-term vision to dictate your immediate steps. The board is waiting. The pieces are yours to move. To master the board, however, you must first master the player in the mirror. The deepest trap for any strategist is not the brilliance of their opponent, but the blind spots of their own ego. Ego demands that we look smart, that we prove our point, and that we win every minor argument. But the philosopher-strategist knows that pride is a structural flaw. When you are blinded by the desire to be right, you stop seeing what is actually happening. You begin to filter reality through your preferences rather than facts. To counteract this, you must cultivate a practice of radical intellectual honesty. You must become your own harshest critic, constantly auditing your assumptions and actively seeking out information that proves you wrong. In this domain, being proven wrong is never a defeat. It is a free upgrade to your system. This shifts your relationship with failure entirely. To the untrained mind, failure is an emotional crisis, a definitive end point. To the strategist, failure is simply high-fidelity data. It is a clear feedback loop telling you exactly where your system is weak. Consider the concept of anti-fragility, the property of systems that do not merely withstand shock, but actually grow stronger because of it. A fragile object breaks under pressure. A robust object resists it, but remains unchanged. An anti-fragile strategy thrives on chaos. It is designed so that unexpected disruptions feed its growth. When an obstacle blocks your path, you do not just find a way around it. You use the energy of the disruption to propel yourself into a position you couldn't have reached on a smooth road. This is where we arrive at the ancient concept of wu-wei, or effortless action. It is the realization that the highest form of strategy looks like no strategy at all. It is the art of aligning yourself so perfectly with the natural laws of the universe, human nature, economics, and psychology, that you no longer have to swim against the current. You simply ride the wave. You do not force things to happen through brute strength. You allow them to unfold, guiding the momentum with a gentle touch at the exact moment of transition. When you live by this philosophy, your daily life shifts from a chaotic series of emergencies to a deliberate, beautiful dance. You stop playing finite games where the goal is to beat someone else for a temporary trophy, and you start playing the infinite game where the goal is simply to keep playing, to keep learning, and to keep expanding your understanding of the world. The noise of the crowd fades into the background. What remains is a quiet, unshakable confidence. You know who you are, you know where you are going, and you understand the invisible forces that shape the terrain. The world thinks it is moving you, but in reality, you have already mapped out exactly where it is going to land.